This is my pumpkin bundt cake with white chocolate glaze.
Ooh.
My pumpkin of choice is canned pumpkin. Jeffrey, you're gonna make cream cheese filling. This is just cream cheese, sugar, vanilla, the usual suspects, a little nutmeg, and a little vanilla. Mix it all together and just get it in that piping bag. So to this, I'm gonna add my 4 eggs and just almost, well, dark brown sugar and then light sugar. I love the dark brown with the pumpkin. It's just so right. Molasses.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is like right PSL, pumpkin spice adjacent, the molasses, I feel like.
PSLA.
So you mix this together and you're just gonna wanna eat this, right? The canned pumpkin, the 2 sugars, the molasses, the eggs. Jeffrey's got that cream cheese filling going. And when you're done, Jeffrey, put it in the piping bag and let's get it in the fridge a little bit.
Yes, chef.
I like it to be a little firm so it makes that nice trench in the middle. If it's too room temp, it doesn't always do that. I've made some brown butter.
Yeah.
And I just finished it,
Up
right?
the butter.
Just kind of hanging out. You can shut it off. It gets that nice golden brown. And actually, I'll put it into this bowl, get it out of what you cooked it in, just to cool it a little bit more. And I do a little combination in this cake of half brown butter and half olive oil.
Wow.
Because the oil really gives that tender cake. Jeffrey, I know you're excited. Come on. You know you love a little butter and a little oil in a cake.
I love butter.
Flour, and then salt, baking powder, and baking soda. And this is really like breaking down a cake mix, right? It's got that
I was
same...
just gonna say, Alex, I love the way that you break down a cake and make it so easy and approachable. Like, we don't even have an electric mixer out. This is all just easy by hand.
No, I love a cake where you just wet, dry, mix, and go. And then the fall broken into a cornucopia of different aromas. Ginger, nutmeg, clove, cinnamon, right in there. You can mix flour with as many ingredients as you want. The minute you add liquid to it, you gotta cool it. And if you want a tender cake, once that flour hits the swimming pool, minimal mixing. Now for the last wet ingredient, we'll actually leave the butter for last. I'm gonna add that oil in.
You know, to that note, does anyone remember growing up reading your parents' cookbooks before we had the stand mixers and it would say things like stir 30 times?
Yes, yes.
It would tell you how many times to stir the bowl,
awesome.
like not to overdose on the stirring.
So I get that, the dry ingredients in there, right? Spread them out.
Smart.
Just a little, be gentle.
Especially with muffins, because if you overdo mix the muffin mix,
Tough
which is
muff.
tough.
This batter can be a touch lumpy. Don't stress that.
Look at that.
And then you just, come on.
Come on.
And the solids and everything.
Yeah, get them in.
Yeah, I think brown butter might be part of the fall ingredient list. Bundt pan, butter it, grease it, grease underneath it,
everything.
grease
it
the
hurts
oven,
to look at it. It's so shiny. It
grease
really
the
does.
floor. Now, this is a little bit of strategy, which is you want to drop the batter in, and you want to drop a little under half here, because we make the trench, we put the cream cheese filling, and then we have to hide the evidence. And if you don't have enough batter to hide the evidence, then you get a streak of cream cheese and it goes into the cake and all, you know,
Bets
it's
her
just
off.
mayhem. Okay. People get quiet when you make a cake, don't they?
Yeah.
Carve a little trench in here if you want with a, just get in there a little bit. Manifest the trench with just a little spooning. And then just go in there, right? And you want to kind of press down so that the filling goes down into the batter. You're using your leverage that you already have. See how?
And there's an egg in that filling, right? Kind of tighten it up a little bit so it doesn't like just melt in there.
Yes, and it has a little streak of just nutmeg, which to me is sort of like, kind of straightens out all those flavors. And the cream cheese, you see it looks,
So you see the tranche.
the tranche.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to move it too
All right,
much.
don't. Sorry. I shouldn't even looked. I'm not even gonna look at it now.
Don't make eye contact. It can ruin the whole
away.
cake.
Sorry. Look
And
at
then
this kid.
drop the batter on top.
Drop it like it's gourd.
Yeah, you can't smear or spread here, which is like generally my impulse. Thank you, Jeffrey. I wish I had I guess you could put this on a Lazy Susan and just spin it.
Baker's best friend.
I love it. All right, so you've got your batter on top. Give it just
okay.
a little.
little
You
bit.
do.
Air out, yeah.
You need it. You need it. So I'm gonna go into the oven with this, 350 degrees for about an hour. and we'll see how it turns out after the break. We'll be right back.
Ooh, can't wait to eat this. It needs,
Something
like, a
goes on
cup of
top
tea.
too, right?
We're back with easy and delicious recipes to celebrate this season. My pumpkin bundt cake is almost ready. It came out of the oven. It baked for an hour, 350 degrees. It's taken a little nap, a little spicy nap for about a half an hour in the pan just to cool down. And it's nice to cool a cake in the pan because it gives you time to wonder if you're gonna be able to unmold it. All right.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, oh God.
So, fancy, plate. Let's just...
What's the right side? Should the
What do you
crack
mean?
side be up?
No.
No.
No, we just unmold and go.
Okay.
That's it, with a cake like this. So
a
you
boom.
just literally, it's either gonna work or it's not.
It's gonna
Right.
work.
You want to tap it?
Oh, come
it
on.
worked.
It's working.
That's it.
Yeah.
Work it.
It's so good. It's so good.
Perfect.
Oh,
Oh,
peekaboo.
that's-
Oh, my goodness.
Yes. Cordiality. Oh my God, it's beautiful.
It's gorgeous, gorgeous.
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 So
I like that.
we need a little cascade. So I
Yeah.
have some white chocolate, which
fancy
I've
that.
warmed gently over a double boiler, and what I'm gonna warm it with, I have underneath. And this is a trick I do because when you mix warm chocolate and warm anything, the like temperatures and not kind of cold milk and hot chocolate, you get a glossier, silkier glaze.
Oh,
So I remind myself of that by making that into my double boiler.
Okay.
Okay.
A white chocolate ganache.
Yeah, a little, exactly. It really is, you're right, a ganache. Just some milk and melted white chocolate, same temperature.
I love technique, and I'm just always looking to see if it's supposed to do what it's supposed to do.
And I wouldn't add cream to this because the white chocolate's finicky. Milk is enough richness, pinch of salt in there, of course. And then, no, but you could. And you could
Could.
put pepper in this cake also. My
would-
mother
it's
used
spicy.
to do that.
It would actually be delicious. Maybe
Ooh,
red
orange
peppercorn.
this.
How about
I
some
love the
mint
orange and the
d'Espelette?
pumpkin. And those
Tiny
orange
bit.
Spices.
And I just run the orange over. Okay, if you let it sit for a little bit and cool, it thickens up even more, and you definitely want to do that, right? Gets really thicker. And honestly, I mean, a shortcut too, you could just dump a half a can of condensed milk with orange zest over this.
Is there orange in that?
God.
There is orange in this, yeah.
Sweet, sweet.
Yeah, and then we go over it.
Oh, red waterfall.
Racing down the ridges.
What am I gonna do when I make a cake at home and you guys aren't here to
I don't
make
know.
this peanut gallery?
Call us.
You gotta just like hear it in your head.
Now look, I love when it does that.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just kind of like,
It's like
come on.
CGI.
Oh.
And then also, it's got to go in the middle. You know,
Yeah,
it's got to
the
drip
pull it
down.
Pull it, yeah.
You can't have that lonely moment,
Wow.
right? And if it's cooler, right, the chocolate thickens up.
It hardens. It'll just seize up on you.
And then I
In the
don't
best
mind
way.
that this chocolate's pooling on the bottom because as you slide the slices of cake out,
Yes.
you get a chocolate drag. Yeah.
Drag.
Yeah, right on the bottom, see? Where it's pooling. Looks like too much, but not in my house.
That's why a lot of my cake stands have lips.
To catch that?
Oh, because I drizzle.
Yeah, you're right. This is maybe
Yeah.
going to be a waterfall of a different nature, but
Oh my God, you got something inside there too I forgot about.
Totally
You
forgot.
revealed.
Cream
It's
cheese
Can we
disgusting.
reveal?
vibes.
I mean,
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, girl.
Oh, dude, it's like it looks like
Wow.
Texas.
Wow, I need a cup of hot tea with this.